Welcome back. So, we hadn't had time to get this in and clean it up before we started pushing snow, loading sand, salt. So I washed it this morning, let it dry off, and I put a coat of wax on it, cleaned the windows and put Rain-X on them, cleaned the inside, washed down everything I could. I didn't put any kind of armor or anything on the floor because we don't want to be slipping, getting in and out. So this tractor is now 1 year old. Actually, it's we have had it 14 months. So it has been really good. It's a really good tractor. Does everything we're asking it to do. It pushes snow. We put an 8-foot pusher on the front of this one, and it cleans driveways and actually has cleaned some of the larger businesses when there's only a little bit of snow on the ground, and we had a truck down because of that blade. But yeah, so I still have, so the cowl's all waxed, buffed. I buffed all this, waxed and buffed it. I still have to do the inside of both these arms, and I have to do the bottom part of this. I didn't get to. I put the loader down before I forgot to put the wax on. So all the outside is done, and I put some of that cheap tire care. I don't know what you want to call it. It's not really cheap anymore. It's tire foam. And believe it or not, that actually helps keep your tires from dry rotting. It does add some moisture back into the rubber, keeps it sealed, and probably should do the inside as well as the outside. I just sprayed this side, so you can probably, I don't know if you can see it. It's still got some foam on it. It'll shine to a nice clean. Waxed the wheels, waxed everything that was painted. Cleaned up the windows on the inside. Actually, the seat still has its original plastic on it, and there's, no, I'm not sure how many hours on it. Let me look. You can hear the fan running. Can I see? So, it mostly did loading sander trucks last winter and did push snow 2 or 3 times. So there's 118 hours on it. We also used it to grade a road we have into a bunch of camps. It's probably about 3 miles long. So we had some fresh gravel and then used the York rake and rake the sides in and then rake down the center straight, and then like a grader would do, but you're using a York rake, and it cleans it up. So this tractor worked very nice at that, because generally by the time the snow leaves up there, it's mid-May. It's pretty well protected on the back of the lake, and a lot of trees in there, so the sun doesn't get in there only for a few hours until mid-May. Then the bugs are out. So when you can work with the air conditioning on and the radio going, and the windows and the doors closed, it's really nice. Now, I don't know what they use for paint on these, or what they spray them with. They've probably sprayed with an industrial paint. I'm not sure. And I think it's a single stage by the looks of it. But it does shine up well. And actually, when I was buffing it out, I did get a little paint off the hood, a little bit, just a dab on the whole thing. So there was some sloughing off of dead paint on it. So it was, now you can see on that side, that's been washed, but I'll use a quick detailer on it to kind of clean it up. What I use for quick detailer, which is not really a detailer, but it's a sprayway. I use that after I wash it to kind of clean up everything. And then I let that dry, and then I go and I'll go and put some wax on it. I kind of buy whatever's cheap. Wax is wax. I know everybody thinks it's different. So I use some new finish that came in a box of stuff that somebody was throwing away. And I picked it out of the box and I've used it a few times. It didn't seem like it was dried up or anything. It seemed to work pretty good. So, I'm not sure how it's going to come out in the pictures here, but it is shining pretty nice. Probably shinier than when we picked it up when it was new. It was a little dusty then. So there you go. So a year's worth of use. A little over 13, we've owned it 14 months, so it's 13 months of use on this. We did add the new fenders on the front, and it's keeping the tractor a lot cleaner. Yeah, so there we go. Should be getting some lake effect snow on Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday. So the loader or the other truck, the silver one's here, the red one's in the other building. We'll probably get some use. So this blade, I'll just jump off what I'm talking about the tractor. This, you can see we got a leak. The original 2 hoses on this side, we've already changed this year. We're gonna change the original 2 hoses on this side, and we'll do that tomorrow. It's about, not bad, about $21 per hose. And we have them made at our local dealer there we bought our Massey from, and they've been treating us very well. So, yeah, so if I was going, instead of buying one more truck, if I was going to be replacing the red truck that does mostly work will be doing most of the work in the village, or actually does the work outside the village. This silver truck does a lot of work in the village. I would rotate this one out, and I would probably add another one of these tractors with another pusher on the front for doing driveways and small businesses. They're pretty efficient on fuel. They're good heat, and they, of course, they're new. And they are cheaper than a brand new truck. And hopefully the duty life on them, or service life is twice that. So, you know, hopefully you can run this about 10 or 12 years and have a nice vehicle to trade in. We try to keep them washed and cleaned up. So there we go. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Happy New Year to everybody. I know it's a little bit late. This is January 4th, 2022. We've had a couple snowstorms here in the last few days. We finally got a little bit more work to do. Makes us happy when we're pushing some snow and making some money. And again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the comments. We'll be doing some more work on let me keep this flopping around. On the 48 here sometime this week. I'll get the other fender on and some other stuff done. I'll show you what I do on it. So hang tight. Some more videos coming, just as in between snowstorms. Thanks for everything. See you guys.